What's good, y'all? It's your boy E. I'm back at it again. I'm gonna light this cigarette up for this one here. Now, this message here, it's gonna be kind of deep, you know. And I'm just gonna give it to y'all because I feel like people should hear it, you know. And it has to do with me. It's gonna play into a little deeper into who I am and into, you know, things that I've discovered and how, you know, I feel the Lord has been talking to me in different ways. And this way is gonna be about how I divinely got messages through subliminal messages. Now, let's just start from here. You know, I don't know if all of you know this, but you know, some of y'all might know this, you know, because I see one thing about it is I don't outright just, you know, blab this out or say it a lot, you know, because, you know, I don't know, I just haven't been doing that. But, you know, as I watch some other people's videos, you know, it kind of gets me into the mode of realizing that, you know, I should more because, you know, it is who I am, you know, it is, you know, a part of me, it is, you know, me, you know. And so a lot of times some people could feel like, you know, oh, I didn't know this about him. And then they, you know, people might just, you know, unsubscribe, which is okay with me, you know. But I am a gay male, you know, and you might not know this by the way I carry myself, you know. You know, not all gay males carry themselves, you know, very flamboyantly, you know. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you know that. And see, a lot of times, and you know, and I might lose some subscribers because of this, because, you know, some of them, you know, when I posted a video actually saying that, you know, some people have left my channel, and, you know, that's okay, you know, it's no problem here. Like, you know, if you feel like that is a problem for you, my sexuality, and the message is not, you know, good for you or something, you know, the message still is the message, you know what I'm saying, whether, you know, you like my sexuality or not, you know. But, you know, all I gotta say is it is who I am, you know. And, you know, I don't really talk about it too much because, you know, for one, you know, a lot of things I talk about really don't have nothing to do with it. But if I do happen to say something and I feel like I should bring it out, I will, you know. And I think I should get a little more comfortable with doing that too, because it is who I am, you know. And so in a sense, you know, it kind of can shock people because, you know, for one, I don't carry myself in a certain way for people to feel that I am a gay male. So, you know, when it comes out in some video, after like maybe 10 videos, you didn't hear that, you know, it kind of shocks people because I guess, you know, they didn't know, you know. And so I feel at some point, you know, I guess I should start taking more of an approach of allowing people to know that about me, you know what I'm saying, in some way, shape, or form, you know. But, you know, because it is who I am, and, you know, if that's a problem for you, you know, you can, you know, hit the door, don't let the door knob hit you with a good Lord and split you, you know, because I'm gonna be me, and I am me. And if anybody is fucking with me, or anybody who is, you know, someone who is, you know, can call themselves, you know, being a part of who I am, or you know, just gravitating toward me, I would rather have people who's gonna do that, who's gonna accept me for who I really am. And, you know, that happens to be a part of me. So, you know, if this is gonna be a problem, you can leave. It's okay. You're not gonna hurt my feelings, you know. I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there that probably will give you a message that, you know, that you'll be more comfortable with, you know. Don't think just because I'm this, I am that, you know, just because you're a male, you know, it's gonna mean no, you know what I'm saying? I don't like it's just a message, you know what I'm saying? And so, anyways, let's just get on into this here. So, now that y'all know that, you know, I've gotten subliminal messages, and I believe they were very divinely brought to me, you know. And see, now when I think about it, now when I see it, because, you know, as I've taken this long journey to be closer to God, it's like He has brought a lot of understanding into my head that I didn't even think about in a way, but in a way, deep down, I did feel it, but I didn't give it too much let's just say I wasn't very, just keen on thinking, okay, this has got to be it. My mind wasn't really grasping, like, the fullness of what I understand now, And see, the reason why I say this is because, when I used to have a Facebook, I kind of made a new one, but my old Facebook, when I was on my old Facebook, man, it was certain things that people would say, right? And as us being people who we are, and as the things we're going through, a lot of us as you can tell, our life has been surveilled. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, even back then, I was always thinking my life was surveilled. You know what I'm saying? Like, people were watching me, people knew. You know what I'm saying? And back then, I kind of thought maybe it was just the drugs, because like I told you, I had an addiction. So, let me put the cigarette out. It's about done now. But I've been gaslighted to think I was my addiction, and when I was high and stuff, that I was crazy, that I was tripping, and then after a while I realized I wasn't tripping. So but back then I thought maybe I was tripping and shit, because certain things that would be posted on Facebook would be subliminal messages, and they would resonate very hard. They would coincide with things that had happened in my life, and they would resonate very hard. And some of those messages, the energy I felt off of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if the message wasn't for me, I believe God put that feeling in me, the intuition in me, to feel the energy off of that message, to really feel like, yeah, it's about me, you know what I'm saying? And back then I thought, maybe I'm just being too paranoid. I'll be high, maybe I'm just too paranoid, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just really thinking that, all of this is really just, me tripping, maybe, and it was easy for me to go that direction of thinking, because, you're high, you know what I'm saying? When your mind is altered, it's easy for you to believe that, maybe you're tripping, you know what I'm saying? And that's the main gaslight that they put on me. A lot of people, that I dealt with put on me, And so, when I got these subliminal messages, see, one of these messages was, and this is the message that I'm really gonna shoot to y'all, because I feel like it was important, because it hit me today. It really hit me hard, and and it really hit me when I seen a video, and it resonated hard, and what it was my ex. I felt and this is gonna be what it's about. My best friend, well, the person I called my best friend back in the day, actually sleeping with my ex. And this is why I come up with this. This is the subliminal messages. This is the divine subliminal message that I've been getting, that really spoke on that, and something else too that I'll let y'all know in a minute. It'll all come together, you'll see. So, all right. So, I used to see on Facebook, it used to always be some sort of message, some quote, some message, and it always used to resonate with my life, right? And so, it was one time, when I actually left my ex, and because like I said, I went back a good amount of times, you know what I'm saying? But it was one of the times I actually left him, right? And there was a message on there saying, because we had our little differences, we had our little, child. I ain't gonna lie, because I got petty and childish, and started doing shit back, trying to fight back with the same energy that that person was fighting with. And so, I did certain things, he did certain things, and it was just like we was going back and forth. And I realized that, I was feeding into that negative vibe of being. And this is what they want you to do. They want you to feed back into that shit and become just as bad as that person. So, I decided to leave that person at a point in time. And so there was a message posted on there saying, he slept with his best friend. It was something like that. Something, your best friend slept, and he slept with your best friend. You know what I'm saying? And then, but see, before that message popped up, it was a message also that was on there. You know what I'm saying? That said something, and it was something that I've been through. And then another message popped up, said, and he slept with the best friend. And so, these messages don't have nobody's name on them. But this is the thing about the energy thing, man. You can feel energy off of certain messages. And certain messages really call you. Like, and I used to think maybe I was tripping. But I just think it was a divine message. You know what I'm saying? And so, I wound up saying, this is something. I wound up just feeling so hard that's what they was talking about, right? And then look, and like I say, our life has been surveilled, and back then I did feel like I was being watched by all these people on Facebook because of all the shit that they were saying that happened to coincide with the shit that was going on with my life. So this is one thing, when I read that and I said, damn. I said, all right, and I'm not gonna say the person's name. Let's just call the person Jim. Okay, we're just gonna call that person Jim. That's not the name of the person, but we're just gonna say. I said, damn. And I was just looking at my phone. When I was reading, I said, damn. You mean to tell me he slept with Jim? And then, check this out. I got back on Facebook, and something said, noted. Noted. This is what this person said, and it was like almost like they were saying. Like they was trying to say that I said this and shit, and I'm like, why does shit feel like it's talking about me? And that like they just, and it's like this message popped up right after I said that shit, and I just happened to look back on Facebook, and for some reason I feel like Facebook was talking to me, and it really was, and that's how I feel, and so I'm like, what? And so at this point in time I was like just coming down from that high and shit, but and see, this is the thing. I don't know why I felt like he heard that some kind of way, because I feel like everybody on that Facebook, including him, was able to see me and know what I was saying, right? So one day, I was staying with my moms and my sister, and he happened to want to come over one day, and by this time I'm not high no more. I'm back in the mind state of not thinking like that no more. I was just, and see, while I was in that mind state, I was kind of coming down from this high. So I was in the mind state now that I wasn't really thinking like that. It kind of left my brain for a minute. But that friend actually came over. We started talking about how me and him broke up and shit like this and all that type shit. And he said something, and it was very odd that he said it. He said, you wouldn't think that I would sleep with him, would you? Because I don't get down like that. But this is the thing about this friend that was supposed to be my best friend back in the day. See, he loved to play the gay games. He loved to play and say baby and touch on you and play like that. You know what I'm saying? He liked to do that shit. And then once I came out to him and let him know that I was gay, he actually it got worse with him. He started doing it a lot more. It's almost like he was getting. It's almost like he was curious, because he started to display of like the feeling that I was getting off of him, like he was curious, and I didn't want to go there with him. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I didn't want to do that anyways, because I feel like nah, we friends, and then so it just, but I felt that about him. You know what I'm saying? And somebody who was his friend actually told me one day saying, he mad he didn't hit it first. And I'm like, what the fuck? I ain't know what that meant. But I'm like, bro, you serious? I'm like, bro, you just tripping. He like, nah, for real. He got drunk one day and told me something, man. But he's like, man, I ain't gonna say nothing no more, man. I ain't gonna say nothing. And I'm like, but when I think about it, and I started really thinking about it, I'm like, damn, maybe he is real curious. Maybe he do feel some sort of way, because I think he always did feel some sort of way. But this is the thing. He came over and told me that one day. We was talking about him in some way. He like, man, you wouldn't think I would sleep with him, would you? But see, and that's the thing. All of this was divinely put together for me to really, for me to really understand that he really did sleep with him. And the crazy thing about it was, I actually told him, my ex, to stay with him, because he didn't have nowhere to stay at that point in time. I actually told him to stay with him while I was like locked up and put in this program for 6 months. So imagine all the shit that could have happened while I was in there. And then see, it's been times where I was actually in that house, and I heard him say, and the way he told him, it was about some food. He's like, yeah. He's like, man, that was, I ain't gonna lie, that was good. You know, it was very seductive. Like, you know, and the feeling I got from it was like, damn, what is he talking about? Like, is he talking sexual? Like, you know, but see, these are all signs that God can give you anyways, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying these subliminal messages can come from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And Facebook was the main place that gave me subliminal messages. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have no name on them. But I was able to pick up on the energy, and I felt the energy come like directed towards me, you know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I really do feel like that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, and see, my ex is just a habitual liar. The motherfucker liar. He's just a liar, man. You know, I realize that now. I didn't realize that then, but that motherfucker's a habitual liar. And so anything that he said he didn't like, basically he did like. And like I say, when I left that person, it was a person, you know, that he said he would never ever mess with because the person was dirty, and then wound up being somebody he messed with and actually put it up in my face. You know, when I, you know what I'm saying, actually put this person in my face. You know, we was already not talking at this time, but you know what I'm saying, and we already was like just living together. It wasn't like, okay, we was together, but we was like just living together. It was like we was roommates. But you brought two people in the house for me to come back to see you with, and one of them happened to be one of the people that you said you would never mess with. So that in itself told me that this person was a habitual liar. But that's why I'm gonna tell y'all, man. God can send you a divine message through whatever He want to send it. It just depends on if you're going to pick up on it. See, I picked up on this, and it really didn't hit my mind until today. You know, until I seen something that kind of like really resonated and really hit me. And then it made me think of all of this whole situation, and this whole way of how it happened and how things played out and how I really felt in the moment of those things that really put all this together to make me feel this way. And this is the reason why I'm breaking this message out to y'all, because I feel like, you know, God will start speaking and He will give you divine messages. And y'all might have gotten messages, but y'all just probably haven't spoke about it. And maybe this might actually, you know, this video might actually, you know what I'm saying, resonate and may hit your mind to make you think of some shit that, you know, that might have happened in your life, that might have been a subliminal message or a divine message that you didn't think about, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, let me know how y'all feel, because I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all probably have some things that y'all been through your own self. You know, we all got our own journey. We all been through certain things, you know, in this world. And so, you know, I'm interested to hear what y'all got to say about some shit. But anyways, man, you know, your boy just shooting it at y'all, man. I love all y'all, man. Look, this is your boy, man. Alright, and all praises to the Most High. And I just want to shoot that out there, just to tingle somebody's mind. Maybe it tingles your mind. You might feel something from it. It might just react something off of you, maybe. But you know, if it don't, you know, it was just me doing what I do. Alright, but I'll holler at y'all another time. Alright, peace.